you're the love of my life, and I ain't excited tonight to give you.
Welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast in Bed, and like we said before we went on a break, it's the Ramadan for Muslims. Christians are also observing Lent, and it's a time of thinking deeply within yourself and trying to have a rethink, analyze, self-realization, I like that, and then connect with your God, your creator, spiritually. And we're doing that this morning. We have a wonderful minister of God. She sings, ClaudyGod's. Welcome to Breakfast in Bed.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Glad to have you. So let's get into it. Why Christian songs? Why?
All right. So personally, I believe that honoring God is the most important thing. It's the purpose of our existence. And I know people out there, they sing love songs, they sing, about different things, but I think singing about the one who created us, who's made us, who takes care of us every single day, gives us breath that we have, that we breathe. I think that's the most important thing. And I believe that that's what we're created for, to worship him, right? And that's what has birthed all the songs that I have. And so that's why I do it. And I know that that's paramount. That's mostly what pleases God, is for us to worship him. Okay.
So Ma, can you sing love songs?
No. When I wasn't saved, when I wasn't a Christian, when I wasn't walking with the Lord, I would, because, they were like fun to sing. But I've gotten a lot of revelation and insight from just my devotion and my relationship with the Lord that I no longer do that. My love song now is to God. And but I'm married. I can say nice things to my husband. But if I'm gonna have to sing to a person, I want to sing to my creator. Yes.
So what's your creative process like when composing your gospel?
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so again, I believe that the songs that I sing, I fall out of my relationship. I have a deep walk with the Lord, and I've grown over the course of time. So just from that personal relationship, those words, it's just like when you're in love with somebody, words and things just come out of you. So that's flow, exactly. So that's the situation. Just from that relationship with the Lord, he's been so good to me. He's faithful, he's loving. It just comes. So I'm in Christian. I'm not sure if all of you are Christians, but in Christianity, there's something we call the inspiration of the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit just comes on you, and then the songs just come out. And for me, it will flow. It could be when I'm in the shower, I'm taking a walk, I'm in my bed, or even at nighttime. When it first started, I had just finished a fast, a 3 weeks fast at a particular church, and it was like 2 days right after. The Lord just woke me up in the middle of the night, and then he started to come back to back to every day. There were songs. I was like, wow, what's going on with me? So I just felt, and I felt in my heart to record them. Take your phone and record. And then so the melody was coming, and the lyrics were coming at the same time. And I'll say a little something after I'm done making this particular point. And then within that space of time, I had a whole album. It just came on it was beautiful, and I've not stopped. And so I started that with that album, and now I'm down to 49 songs.
That's beautiful.
Yes, praise God. And this has just been a space of about 7 years, and there are still things in the pipeline by his grace. So again, it just comes from that intimacy with God. I want to mention something else really quick. Also, from reading the Bible, many times when I'm studying the Bible, I'll just hear a voice, that's a song. And I write in my Bible, I write a song, and then I'll come back, and then the Lord will give me, so I'll write out the lyrics, however long from the verses, and the melody just comes, and I record it, and it just comes together. So that's where you know it's divine. It's not, before a certain time, I wasn't really doing it, but right after that fast, it just kicked in. I've always loved music, but I wasn't really thinking about writing my own songs and stuff like that. But after that encounter, that 3 weeks fast, it just started to come. And before then, I would dread fast. I'm like,
I want us to get deep into this.
Okay, good.
I found out that you said you found God in 1996, first in high school.
Yes.
So then later something happened.
Yes.
Then in 2000, you reconnected.
Yes.
So I want to know, this is 2-in-1 question.
That's
so I
fine.
want to know your love for music.
Yes.
did it start from when you were a baby? You know, many people say I started singing in the
Yeah.
choir, I started singing in the bathroom.
Yes,
and
yes.
all. So did it start before 1996, your love for singing? And what really happened between 1996 and 2000?
These are very fun questions. I love your questions, actually. Yeah. So from what I know is I've always loved to sing. Yeah, but I wasn't really thinking about big time. I've always loved music. I won't watch shows, I won't watch TV. I would play, even when I was secular, I would just play music all the time. So I didn't know that God had a plan. Yeah, I just thought it was just a passion. I would always sing, from when I was in preschool, elementary, the whole time I would learn songs, I would sing all the time, and then I went to FGGC Owerri. And we would have competitions, the different houses singing. Yeah. But when I come back home, on the stage, I'll be doing my thing. So there's always been that passion for music. Yeah. Now let's fast forward to what happened
between 96 and 2000.
Yes, yes.
Why did you lose track? Why did you said it's 96 there was God and you really connected, and then you went off, then 2000 you rededicated. So I really want to know what happened between 1996 and 2000.
Okay, so when I was in FGGC Owerri, I was a Christian. I was born again, and all that. But they had social clubs at that time, okay. and then they'll be jamming music, and I'm like, these people are having fun, and we were just doing this holy thing. Yeah, I'm like, this is not me. I think I'm cool, Yeah, so I think I'm a cool person. These people seem to be having all the fun, and we're just doing all this religious. So I did love the Lord. I was generally born again, but my mind was on the world, and I think the music actually was it, because I liked the song, and I was like, those girls are having social night and dressed pretty, and we were just going there to, so the enemy, the devil.
Social night wasn't compulsory.
It wasn't compulsory. So the born again ones will go to they'll go for prayer, then the social night, and then but it wasn't me. The fun part wasn't me. Okay, so this is going to be cool. So I started to feel that maybe that's not really me. This one. So and I'm very pretty straightforward person. So I went to I had a Christian club. I went there and just said, I don't think this is me. I think I'm,
I can imagine.
I think I'm more of
a fun person.
Yeah.
I think I'm an outgoing person. And so I went, and that was how I just dropped the thing. So I just did, and I walked away. But unfortunately, this is a very interesting story. I think that night, when I was asleep, through my window, I was on a double bunk, a force just came in, a demonic force. It's like they said, you denied God, okay, now we have you. So a demonic force came in, and all sorts of terrible things started to happen to me at night. Every night I started to have demonic attacks, and they were me. In fact, I saw this strange being that just came. It's like he's saying, okay, now you're mine. You say you don't want God. So that was my trouble started for me from there. So every night they would attack me, they would suffocate me, they would try to lift me. It was all sorts of crazy things, all sorts of weird things were happening to me at night. And so they were tormenting me. At a point, it started to affect my academics in university. Does that make sense? So it started to affect my schoolwork. Also, it's maybe another time I'll come and give you guys all the...
But as a Christian artist, I want to get your perspective.
Yes.
Is it possible to balance the social life and your spiritual life together? Is it possible to have a balance?
Yes, and I'll cap it with that. So anyway, after that experience, that's where it comes to where I rededicated my life in about 2000 now. So what I found out now, just rededicating and growing in God, what I found out that the enemy, everything we're seeing, even what they're doing in the secular, it's all God's stuff. God is the creator of all things. So what the devil did is that he took this thing and perverted it, right? Because he wants to lure people to hell. So he perverted what he does. He takes what God does that is beautiful and fun and perverts it. So what I've learned now from maturity in the faith is that there's a fun way. So that's why I'm creating music, right? So instead of doing the secular music where I'm talking about shooting or killing or sex or stuff like that, now I'm doing clean stuff. The beat is still there because it was the beat that got me, right, that lured me. So now I can create, and I believe that was what the whole thing was. That now I can create my own content and also listen to other content that's good out there, right? And have clean words, edifying words that will build people up, that is healthy for children to listen to, healthy for everyone, and it makes people people draw closer to God.
Yeah,
So I'm doing this pretty much, and now, okay, the outgoing part, I can still dress pretty,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
Yeah. So you can be Christian and cool, Christian
You can be
and
Christian,
fun.
but it wasn't really, back then, it wasn't understood that way. It was
Yes.
like extreme.
Yeah.
You understand? But I'm like, okay, so that was how the enemy got me. Because I'm like, okay, I'm this cool person, but then does that make sense? Kind of like I explained, yeah.
So ever since you decided to go the gospel way, how was the acceptance like at home?
With my family.
Yes, and with
Your
people,
parents, yeah.
your friends.
With my parents,
yeah.
a lot of my family they're Christians, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean I'm kind of deep, right? Maybe I don't know if I'm deeper than them, but they are Christians. So from home, it's not major. It's not been a major problem.
Okay, so did you lose some friends on the
Yes.
way?
Oh, you guys are asking really good questions. Yeah. When you start walking very closely with the Lord, you lose friends because you stop doing things as you would normally do. I wouldn't go to the club.
Yeah.
Then, in fact, let me tell you something cute. So to tell you that God had his eyes on me, when I go to the club, the music then, it was so much for me, and I would leave, leave the place. So looking back now, God made it, it would bother me. So yeah, so I stopped going to club. I stopped going to really secular things that I perceived that maybe were demonic or ungodly or would displease God. So now I have fun. I love people a lot. So I still like to socialize. I still like to connect, you know, but you just bring the glory of God. You bring the love of God. You bring peace. You bring a blessing. Does that make sense? You bring purity. So
I've seen some of your songs, Good God, the Christmas song, Wow God. Now, so what's the latest? What are you serving us now?
Oh, very good.
Yes, any projects?
Yes. That's interesting that you guys asked that. Yeah. So there's a song that okay, let me tell you guys something cool. I'm turning 49.
Wow.
Okay, yes, I'm turning 49 this
Big
month.
49.
49 this month, yes. Yes, and then and I'm on my 49th. I actually just did my 49th song. So I'm like,
Wow.
hey, that's cool. Yeah, it wasn't really planned, but it just worked out and we're like, hey. So I just did it actually. I just completed it with my producer. So it's coming out soon. So we're trusting that it will be out. I believe it will be out completely actually by March 28th on my birthday. Okay. So that's a goal. So it's called You Are Everything. God is our everything.
What's the message behind it?
Oh, behind
Yes,
it.
He
You
is
know,
our
so God
everything.
is our everything. Literally, what it stands for. God is the one. In the song, you have that. God is there when you're in prison. God is there when you're on your sick bed. God is there when everybody goes away. God is there when you're having nightmares. Because that was my experience. It felt so lonely. Does that make sense? You might be lying down with your sibling and they have no clue that you're suffocating or these demons are oppressing you. So it's a song that God is everything. Many times people don't think about God. They only think about God maybe for a particular thing. But God is there for in your business. He cares about you. Every single thing that is going on with you. Every single thing. People don't realize you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth. It's by the grace of God. Does that make sense? You're in trouble. He's there. You're happy. He's there. Your ability to walk is by the grace of God. So He's our, that's the title of it. You are everything. So He's our everything.
Sorry to cut you short. So what's the shirt?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a merch that we have. It's my brand.
Yeah.
So this is ClaudyGod's Music. I run a non-profit. It's ClaudyGod's Music and Ministry. So that's the logo. That's the brand.
CMM.
Yes.
ClaudyGod's Music and
and
Ministry.
Ministry.
Yes.
So you run an NGO too?
Yes.
Okay, so
In
that's
California.
you
in
do
the
great
States.
stuff.
Yeah.
So just to round this off, we're running out
Yes,
of time.
I know.
We need to do this in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, you're based in the United States.
Yes.
And you sing Christian music. Now, how would you describe the terrain in America and in Nigeria, the religiosity when it comes to Christian music? In 30 seconds.
Yeah, and the acceptance.
Let's see. I'm a little bit concerned about secular music, and but again, the idea is to make it fun. So between and it's pretty much the same thing. Like you're saying, when you say the terrain, what do you mean?
Yes, the terrain, United States and
Like
Nigeria.
the acceptance
Is it
of religion over there. Too.
Versus
Yeah.
Nigerians are religious, but I want to see more pure people. I want to see genuine Christianity.
True.
Yeah, they seem to be fired, they seem to be energetic, but I want the purity of heart. I want to see the people walking in love. Does that make sense?
Very good.
It
Yeah.
absolutely does.
If that's ClaudyGod. But then before you go, lastly again, I just remembered, where can we find your music?
Yes.
Your song?
Your
Yeah, so if
socials.
you if you go on Google and just type in ClaudyGod, one word. I like to type ClaudyGod, one word. I'll just spell it out real quick. CLAUDYG, big G, If you type in Claudy God, you pull me on all. Google favors me, so you pull me
I
on.
like
Yes,
that.
yes.
You
Google
speak,
favors.
you speak in spirituality. I feel it and I love it.
Yes.
Many thanks. Thank you very much for coming,
Thank you so
Claudy
much.
God.
This was interesting.
So like she said, just type in the name on Google,
Yeah.
search engines, and then you get our songs. Very powerful ministration.
Can I say just one real quick thing? How to get this T-shirt?
Okay.
Can I give a number? Just really
you
quick.
Need to hurry up. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Hurry up.
Okay, so it's 234-812-452-0531.
Again, that's it.
Okay, so 234, okay, plus 234-812-452-0531. That's how they can get that.
Thank you very much for coming. Guys, we need to leave.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you guys for having me.
You're welcome.
It was great fun.
In as much as I love the conversation, but we have to.
We have to go.
So I am Adedayo Kende. See you next weekend.
And I am Coin Salami. See you next weekend.
Time to go. See you guys next week. I'm Bababumi Agbaby. Cheers.
That the morning fantastic. See you with plan, put it on your tongue, then flip it up like gymnastics. Anything you want, you can have it. Sausage, y'all are the plan.